Hey man, hope everybody's doing good. Beautiful day, man. Hope everybody have a great weekend. I was just thinking that, a lot of times we're holding ourselves prison and captive all because we don't want to let somebody else go. This is what I mean by this, is that as long as you keep holding offense to somebody else or against someone else or holding them to what they've done, then you're holding yourself captive and stuck in that same space. And so a lot of times we think we're doing ourselves justice because we're going to hold something against somebody, or we're going to keep this going or keep this over their head. And here it is, they're going on about their life, and yet because you're the one that is holding this grudge or holding their offense against them, then you're the one that's holding yourself captive. And so when you let them go, you free yourself. And so a lot of times we have to be realized that forgiveness works in a lot of different ways. And here's the one thing I've learned about forgiveness, is that first of all, nobody ever has to come back to you and apologize in order for you to forgive them. Nobody ever has to try to make it right of what the wrong they did in order for you to forgive them. Your forgiveness is your choice and your decision to forgive them. And the sooner you forgive them, the quicker and the easier you let yourself go, and you allow yourself to breathe. You allow yourself to be free. You allow yourself to live again when you choose to let other people go. If they offended you and they didn't make it right, let them go. Let it go. Because if you hold on to that, then what's going to happen is you're going to build a prism around your own life. And then here it is, you're holding yourself captive, thinking that you're holding something against somebody else. And so the scripture teaches us, when they came to Jesus and said, how often should we forgive? And 7 times 7. And he was like, no, you should be forgiven 70 times 7. In other words, like, you shouldn't even keep that. It's such a ridiculous amount of times you have to forgive that you shouldn't even be keeping track of what's going on and how many times this person has offended you. Now, I know I hear a lot of you saying, like, well, what is it that what if they keep offending? Now, I didn't say your forgiveness grants them access back to you, because forgiveness doesn't mean that they have to get full access back to you again. Forgiveness is about you releasing the offense or releasing what you have against them, to let them go in order for you to be free, in order for you to have a moment in your life, in order so you can live. And here it is, you can't go on dates because you're still holding something against the last guy that you dated or the last woman that you dated. Here it is, you can't move forward and progress and get in your career because you're still holding something against your last boss or something that your old supervisor did. And so you don't want to be back in these situations again, and you're holding your life up because you're choosing to hold somebody else captive, and you're choosing to hold them hold something against them, or hold them to something they did. And here it is, if you want to be free, man, you have to let them go in order for you to be free. And I'm just here to encourage you. So people say, well, how do you forgive? How do you don't forget? No, you may not forget, but forgiveness is no longer allowing that offense to affect your life. That's really what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is not allowing that offense or that situation to affect your life. Did it hurt? Yes, it hurt. Did you cry? Yes, you cried. Did you have did it affect you in bad ways? Yes. You can acknowledge all those things, but at the same time, you also have to realize that you can acknowledge the hurt, you can acknowledge the pain, but don't mean you have to camp out into that hurt and that pain. And so I just want to encourage you, man, to, when you decide to let other people off the hook, you're letting yourself go free. You're letting yourself have the ability to breathe and live according to the way God has designed for you to live and breathe. And so I hope you guys have a great week, man. Great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the sunshine. Peace.